You all know the reason you're here. You all know the risks that you face or could potentially face, especially now after watching that. So I want you to consider that very strongly. Oops. I also had a microphone on me. As we continue our program. There will be, by the way, a raffle tonight. I saw some of the prizes. That'll come a little later. There are several Amazon Alexa's dots, I guess they're called. Is that right? Yep. Yeah, some Fire Sticks, stuff like that. So please, we invite you to stick around for a little bit. And in the meantime, I just want to tell you that it's very interesting here. I asked Paul earlier tonight, I said, Paul, how many computers do you have at home? Do we have at home? He says, well, I've got 2 big computers. I said, is that it? Well, no, you got your phone. That's a computer. Anybody have an iPad or a tablet of some sort at home? That's a computer. Your televisions are increasingly becoming computers. Refrigerators. Nowadays, if you buy a refrigerator, you can get one with a computer built in that's wired into the internet. When they talk about Big Brother, we're all there, brother. We are all there. And increasingly in this interconnected world, that is going to become a challenge for all of us, and a challenge for people like Paul who are going to have to keep current on it. And thank God we have people who are doing that and can do it for us. It's funny, they pointed out to me tonight that Titan Technologies, which is the name he's had for years and years, since you started 16 years ago, right? He's just been nominated for a, get this, Titan of the IT Industry Award. Not the same thing. He didn't plant this or, do it on purpose. It just, that's what they do. And it's done by now they have a microphone for me. And I think this is on. Excellent. So this award will be celebrated at a banquet in December at the Beverly Hills Hilton, sponsored by a major IT magazine. And I'm told that Jay Leno and Magic Johnson will be there as well. Jay is, he's got all those cars. I don't know how many paid attention to his career post the Tonight Show, but he's had that huge, Jay's Garage. I don't know how many cars he has, and yet the one that he is in more than anything else are the new EVs. Anybody here drive an electric vehicle, by the way? A handful, a few of them? I do. I have one, and my wife has one. And I don't always understand them, but by God, I'm being dragged into the modern era by my fingernails and by my toes. And I got to tell you, I enjoy my electric vehicle. It is truly, truly. And you're talking about having this GPS brain that we're exposed to. Yeah, I am too. And I let it drive me to places, and it's great. I let it park my car now. It's great. And Elon and company, whatever you think of Elon these days, has come up with ASS. I think it's assisted summons support or assisted support summons or something like that. He comes up with all these crazy nicknames. Maybe it's by smoking pot with Joe Rogan or something like that. I don't know how he does it, but nonetheless, this is what we're all coming to. And imagine if somebody hacked into a vehicle, and it's not just an electric vehicle, because even the gas-powered dinosaur fuel vehicles now have their GPS and computers on board. They could be hacked into as well, I suppose. So be prepared for that someday. But anyway, we have some questions for Paul right here. We're going to give you an opportunity to ask them as well. I simply want to say, Paul, where do we start as a company in trying to determine where we should be going with cyber protection?
The first place where you want to start,
Close it up.
you're good. The first place you want to start with knowing what cyber protection you need is by the industry that you're in. If you're a doctor, if you're in finance, you have HIPAA. If you accept credit cards, there's PCI compliance. So that's first going to dictate what you need from a regulatory standpoint to be able to run your business and remain compliant. The second thing is, what's the data that you have? I was speaking to an accountant over the weekend, and he said point blank, I'm 2 clicks away from 2,000 people having their identities stolen. This is very important. You also want to take a look at what the risks are. What will it cost? And how much can you afford to lose? What are you going to lose should an event happen? You look at cybersecurity as an investment. It's a part of your business, and it's something that will help you propel your business moving forward.
All right. Now, we have a few minutes to take questions from you all, if you have any. Somebody has a microphone out there, I believe. Can I see a raised hand if anybody would like to ask a question right now? Do we have anybody out there? We have a few. We have, where's the microphone down here? We have one right here in front. I saw a couple in back as well. Let's get this one right.
What I can do is I can repeat the question for you.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to repeat the question. So right here we had one right here too. We had one right here.
I didn't hear anything about offsite backups as a prevention vehicle or prevention plan.
There was a question again? Did you hear anything about
Offsite backups.
Offsite backup. The question is about offsite backup, Paul. What can you tell us about that?
So offsite backup is critical, and it's critical that it's running frequently because, how can you press the rewind button? Or if all of your information disappears, putting that forensic puzzle back together of what did things look like yesterday? How did this act play off? Offsite backup is absolutely critical. Sometimes, though, in the event of ransomware or having your data, what it's called exfiltrated, they basically stole your data from you and are going to sell it on the dark web. Now, your backups might be too late, but at that point, because your information it's also stolen. You can repair it, you can replace it, but somebody else still has it. Offsite backup definitely important.
Okay. We had one right here, I think. You had a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So with so many businesses turning to AI and automation, what are the cybersecurity risks and what can we do to mitigate them?
So with so many businesses turning to AI and other innovations, what are the what are the cybersecurity risks that they face?
That's a great question. We embrace AI a lot. Joe and who does our marketing manager, AI all the time, making videos, making Facebook posts, things for social media, things for marketing. And AI is also being used in security to help to further the advancement, do things and try to recognize patterns that humans may not pick up. Now, often the users were the weakest links. Now, the thing you also have to know is, we're using AI for good. Well, the bad guys, hey, they're also using AI to further their schemes. So those phishing emails that used to be able to tell, Nigerian prince inheriting a bunch of large fortune, nah, that's not real. But I mentioned at the beginning, a couple clicks, you can clone a real website, make it your fake website, drive traffic to it for a couple of dollars with some online Facebook ads, steal a lot of money pretty quickly. The holidays are coming up, and I often talk about fake websites. Websites offering usually electronics or the hot item for the season at really too good to be true prices. Well, it's too good to be true because it is. They've just created a creative ad, a quick little video, just as a vehicle to steal your money. So AI definitely important to furthering your business on the profit side and making things easier. But you've also got to realize the bad guys are using it too.
All right. Another question back up there in the back. Yes.
Yeah, Paul, what's one thing that we should be doing today to make sure we're protected?
One thing we should be doing today to make sure we're protected, Paul.
Hire Titan Technologies. Seriously though, it's awareness. We all, the biggest power of us is our brains. And really thinking twice before we click, realizing that this cyber thing, it's not going anywhere. Cybercrime is only becoming more sophisticated every day. And the types of attacks that are coming to businesses, are coming to our own government. And we're stuck in the middle. So we have to realize that it's here and come up with a way to respond to it.
I think one thing that just popped into my mind is just think about the Russians and the trying to remember the name of their organization in St. Petersburg, the Net something or other. It was like almost like IRS, but it was a huge operation. It still may be active. That they use to control politics around the world, not just the United States and what we've seen, whether you follow along with what's happened here in the United States, but they've interfered in the elections in England, in Italy, in the country of Georgia on the Caspian Sea. That's going on right now. All of these Russian trolls, the Chinese are doing it as well. This is going on all over the world, not just in business, but in politics as well. And it won't take long before if they're political, to turn into financial hackers. So this is something that is non-ending as far as I'm concerned. I think we have time for, one more question? All right. I see another one. I'll take two. The closer one here, about 5 rows back. Yes.
Paul, do you have any suggestions for dealing with these phishing scams? I'm constantly getting emails that look like they're from PayPal or Microsoft. How do you look at these and identify which ones are actually real and which ones are discovered?
How do we identify the real phishing scams from real emails? Because this individual is getting them all the time.
Have a spam filter. Spam filter, most of the technology in it can screen out the better part of 60 to 80% of these emails. But again, it's not going to get everything. So examining the links, seeing what's in the email. Did you really buy something? Apple probably isn't going to ask you to go Venmoing money to them for something. These virtual wallet apps are very dangerous. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You can send money to someone through a phishing scheme, and there's no way of getting it back. There's no FDIC protection for wiring money or Zelling money to the wrong place. So it really takes technology, takes awareness to know that these are actually out there. And if you get something suspicious, if you get a bill that looks like it's an invoice, even through QuickBooks from a business, pick up the phone and you want to call, not necessarily the phone number in the email, because sometimes they make fake email addresses, they make fake phone numbers. We got someone here who can make a bunch of phone numbers in about 5 seconds and make it really sound believable, like you're calling into a major company. So go back, find on your credit card statement the real phone number of that business. Go find your bank statement and call and say, hey, do I really owe you this money? If I do, I'm going to pay you. If not, don't pay. So always be aware.
Let me add something else, Paul, that struck me, and I think we talked about this a little earlier too. Your businesses probably have some turnover. You probably have had a new hire in the last year or so, maybe more than one, maybe in the last few months. Is that person up to date on all of the security measures they should be taking in your company? That's where training comes in, does it not?
Very often the weakest link, you have a new employee, an intern, they want to do something to impress the boss. Someone calls in and says, you're in charge of bookkeeping. They find you because, your LinkedIn profile says where you work and what your position is. And another thing, those email autoresponders, you go on vacation. They know you're out of the office. I've sent you a phishing email. You say, oh, contact Karen. She's my bookkeeper. She's going to go take care of paying the bill. There you go, Karen.
Always to Karen.
And
My wife is named Karen, okay? Hers too, C-A-R-Y-N.
so if that bookkeeper doesn't have, if you don't have the procedure in place, hey, this is what happens if we have a bill that's over a certain amount of money. These are the approval processes. They might just pay the bill. Hey, it's part of their job. So you've got to have these procedures in place. I know some organizations, some families even, they have a safe word among the families, members of the family, to know, is someone real? Is this a real or is this a fake? Especially with the, fake kidnapping, fake lawyers, Yep, the grandma scam.
Okay. Was there one more question back there, all the way in back? Yes.
Yeah, I love that you keep talking about awareness. Would you mind touching on how important MFA and strong passwords are to protect your networking systems?
How important strong passwords are, and what was that?
Multi-factor.
MFA, I'm sorry, multi-factor identification, right.
So I was actually talking once with the head of the FBI in Washington, came to an event we were at. He says there's 3 things a business needs to do from a protection standpoint. It is security awareness training for your employees, having strong passwords, and different passwords for each site. And it's not, using your dog's name or the name of your street, because all these are things you've already posted on your social media. These are the first things that a bad actor is going to look for. A good tip for making up a good password is have a mnemonic. So rather than a word that's not in the dictionary, so take, the first 5 letters of your favorite book, some phrase that make that part of your password. And multi-factor authentication, so what that is you get a text message or a push to your phone when you go onto a website, and you want this enabled for everything, because your passwords, they're in some ways they're out there, or you might have clicked on a link and accidentally surrendered the password to your Microsoft account. Well, when that hacker goes to try to log in, now you can't get all the way in because there's a text message that comes to you say, hey, you've got to enter this code to get to the next step. So those are 3 things that are crucial to your organization, to your cybersecurity process. And if you follow those 3 things with some others, you'll avoid about 80% of what's out there.
But if you get one of those things and you didn't try and open up something, like you weren't doing that, I guess you should change your password.
You should absolutely change it. You know the passwords out there. Any password that's similar to that anywhere else on the internet. For our clients, we do offer dark web scanning. So we can go on the dark web, see what passwords you might have potentially had that were compromised. We all love our sporting events and concerts. We've all been to Ticketmaster. We've all gotten that letter in the mail this past year about the Ticketmaster breach. There's a healthcare facility right up the street that many of us have had the unfortunate pleasure of having to have gone there.
I did the story on that.
You've gotten a letter in the mail. So your information is out there in some form. And to some extent, this is now damage control. So being proactive, knowing what's already out there, knowing what is to be out there.
Okay, I do have a personal question, and we did not rehearse this. He doesn't know what's coming at him right now. In the last few weeks, I am getting all of these emails to my email account. I only have 2, and they're purported to be from various differently named Visa or MasterCard accounts. And do I just delete those? Do I open them and then look for the unsubscribe or the delete? What do I do on those? And I'm being very serious.
So don't click on links in the email. Don't interact. It kind of tells you that, the hackers will, if it is a malicious email, hey, somebody's home. Same thing with those fake texts that you get. Oh, hi, hon. What's for dinner? And it's a number you don't recognize. They're looking for, what's a live address, what's a fake address, what's actively checked, and they'll use that to bait you in future for future scams. So I would say if you don't have a sophisticated protection in place, delete the email, just move on. You know, chances are your emails are out there. I mean, many of us are in business. You know, we have our business cards, we have our email address on our website. We have LinkedIn and Facebook accounts where we're outwardly sharing that information. So you're going to get those kind of, you know, call it the equivalent of junk mail in the post mail.
Yeah.
These are junk mails. Just delete it. It'll hopefully stop it, keep it tame from getting more of them.
Okay. Thank you, Paul. That probably cost me half of my fee to get my advice from him, but it was worth it. Thank you. Final question, of course. A lot of people here are already clients. Some of them are looking for a firm. So if they're interested in pursuing this, what's the next step for them?
Yeah, so following the presentation, Joe and Beth are going to be out in the front area. I'd like you to meet with them. Schedule a time. They have access to my calendar. Schedule an appointment. Schedule a phone call. I'm happy to give everyone in the room a complimentary 15-minute consultation. We can talk about anything you want, from your Visa emails to, you know, CMMC compliance for your manufacturing company. There's a lot that we can talk about. It starts with the discussion. And we have something really exciting, something that really just happened yesterday that I'm excited to share with everyone, is that we now have a company that will offer a cyber warranty. It's not insurance. You should have insurance too, but this is a cyber warranty for your company that if you are doing some of the responsible things to be protected, they'll give you a warranty of up to $500,000 to help offset some of the expenses related with a security breach. So I'm happy to talk to you about that as well. And those who are clients of the room, you're definitely going to be hearing from me in the next couple of weeks with that, because it's really exciting. It's something that is really new and that many of you have been asking me about. So I'm really excited to be able to share that.
All right. Paul, thank you very much. Thank you for those answers. Thank you for your questions, your curiosity about where you go. And that's it for tonight. Oh, no, the raffle. How could I forget, Joe? I'm sorry. I need your team up here, though. Or you want them, if they're coming where we are, be careful where you stand. All right? Come on, team, be careful. It's a kind of a weird little configuration down here. If you have your raffle tickets, your half of the raffle, make sure you have those handy, that you've memorized those. And is it possible to hack this thing here? You have one in there. Let's see. My number is no. Okay. So how are we doing this, Joe?
So for our first prize for our first raffle,
Okay.
it's going to be an Amazon Echo Dot.
And it looks like something else.
And along with the Amazon Echo Dot goes a smart Wi-Fi light bulb, that multicolor.
All right.
Full spotlight.
All right. Let me call the number for you. All right. Joe picked the number. No sticky fingers. And it is going to be 006046. 6046. Do we have that person here? Come on down, and we will give you your...
Come on up.
Or we'll come on up. That's right. We'll come on up to you. Anybody got 6046? Going once. Going twice. 6046. And we're going to go to the next person. All right. Here we go. Again, for the dot. 6102. 6102. We got a winner. Chicken dinner. All right. Okay. And for the winners, we would love for you to be at the red carpet outside after this is over to have a picture taken with Paul. He would be honored, and we hope you would be very happy about that. All right, so we gave away that prize. What do we have next? Another Amazon. So there's more than one. I told you about this. And that number is 6086. Do we have a 6086 out there? Yes? No? 6086? 6086 going once, going twice, and gone. Up. Oh, just in time. Just in time. All right. Okay. Watch your step there when you go up. Okay. It's change in elevation. I told you. Doggone it. I told her to be careful, and she still tripped. All right. We have another dot. Oh, a spot dot.
It's a spot dot.
A spot dot because it includes a clock. This is 6068. 6068. Do we have? Yes, we do up there. Okay. And she didn't watch her step. Nobody is watching your step here. What do I have to do? Okay, we got a fire stick. Oop, why am I pulling him? We have a fire stick now, and that is 6015. 6015. Watch your step. 6015 going up. Yep, she tripped too. What are you going to do? All right, and now we have an echo pop. No, you pick it. You pick it. You pick it.
No cheating.
No, I'm not cheating. Oh, it's mine. Oh, okay. I don't even have to read the number. I knew it was mine. 6080. 6080. We have a yay. We have a yay. Yay. Yay right there. I'm going to... Yes. Yes. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. You're picking. You're picking. What do we got? A fire stick. Okay. 6037. Do we have a 6037? 6037. Ah, over there. Okay. Walk with me carefully up the step. Okay, there we go. Man. Okay. That's it for the fire stick? Okay. One last fire stick. 6008. 6008. Check your stub. 6008. 006008. 6008. Yay. He didn't trip either, did he? Okay. We have another echo dot. Okay. Another dot. 6066. We have a 6066. Yeah, right there. Right there. Watch your step, okay?
I got it this time.
Oh, okay, you better.
This is a Viger portable charger. Portable charger.
Portable charger.
Well, for batteries?
For your phone.
For your phone?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Oh, yeah. They're awesome.
Really?
Yeah. They'll not just charge your phone, but they'll do, your earphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All kinds of, all the electronics.
Do you have a raffle ticket?
I do now.
Yeah, they're usually
see.
good to have.
Let me hear. Hold on a second, folks. 00000. Okay. 0000. Do we have a 00000 here? Yes, I got it right here. Oh no, on the other side. Damn.
Yeah.
It says 6049 for the charger. 6049. 6049 and all the way in back. You get
I'm
that.
gonna go this
Okay.
way.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch you. All right. Okay. Okay. And,
Is a $50 gift card to Jersey Freeze.
okay. Yum. All right. Our last one is a $50 gift card to Jersey Freeze. All right. I can handle that. This doesn't have a number. It just has my name on it. Wow. That's all. 6011. 6011. Do we have a 6011? 6011, yes? In back? All right. That's it. And that's everything, right? And folks, we are done. Don't forget the winners. Please go to the red carpet. Have a couple moments, a photo op with Paul. And we thank you all for coming and hope it's been valuable for you. And onwards in cybersecurity is all I can say.